I just thought I'd do a video and yeah, I like playing back some of the things that, you know, I've said about things that I've went through. I got a message from a guy, and I told him I didn't like the little video that he sent me. You know, being like a Scorpio woman, we don't like shit like that. We just don't. We just don't like straight up sexual things and stuff like that. We just don't like that. Nope. And he's a Scorpio man, so I mean, you would think that he would know, but I think like two people of the same zodiac sign is a little bit too much for me. Like, I put on there as like, it's not because I don't like you or whatever. It's just that I've got to block some people. Like, I'm blocking a lot of people right now. I did make amends with my family. Well, yeah, I did. My dad actually spoke to me a second time around because the first time I was just like, this is just not. You can't just have like, you know, a talk and like everything's amended and it's not. Like, not with me. Not with me until I get the full force of like, this is how I'm thinking, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I'm projecting to you. Because my dad's like, I guess he knows that he really fucked up. And I'm not gonna put up with that bullshit. Because given, like, you know, I followed the rules. I even told him, I'm like, so you raised someone to follow the fucking ass rules and we get shit on. You know, we end up having to pay the price for this bullshit. Oh no, that's not happening. I'm not doing that. Oh, and you know what? Also, it makes me feel like you love my sister more than me. But I said to my dad, that's okay. I accept that. Because really, I do have another father, and that's God. I even read that scripture in the Bible about Jesus coming, and like he brought a sword. He brought this sword, and it's going to make people turn against each other. That means mother and daughter, father and son, you know, whatever. You know, it's not easy. I just, you know, and I keep thinking, like, you know, look at what happened to Jesus, man. When you do really, when you really follow God, I mean, you really follow the Lord, you know? You only know the Father through the Son. That's what they say. And I'm looking at Jesus and I'm like, damn, they persecute him good. The man didn't even do a damn thing other than speak the truth, you know, the way that I do. And then they don't, you know, you're literally going to be sacrificed. Literally. Like, you know, and then I told this guy, I was like, look, I didn't like what you sent me. You know, I'll just see you at work. Goodbye. And that was on my old phone. My old phone is going to be used for some business purposes. And I'm going to use my new phone for just personal, you know, family or whatnot, you know. I mean, only my parents and my sister have my number. Nobody else does. But my other one, this phone, this one is going to be for business purposes only. Yeah, I just, think like, well, I use it as a protection mode as well, not to get too close to people. I did that to that one guy a lot, like, and then people that are wanting my number, like, no, I cannot give that out at this moment. It is new number, new life. Let me just say that. New number, new life. And that's pretty much what it is. Like that that so-called friend of mine, shove your card up your ass. I don't care. That person will never know. Never know. Yeah, I got to get rid of that. A lot of numbers here. If I really think about it, how people use other people, it's sad, I never did anything to that particular person, the guy with the B, this guy named Bill. I never did anything to this person, but I'm betting money on it that he did a lot of things, a lot of shady things to me behind the scenes, whatever the fuck that was. Whatever the fuck that was. Even when I broke away from my husband, yes, we had to go through a divorce. But that whole thing taught me as well. It taught me a great deal. That you really don't have to do anything for these people to get their fucking karma. They do it to themselves. They do it to themselves. And, I wasn't around when my husband committed suicide. I wasn't around for that. I knew he was. I kept telling everybody, this is what he's going to do. And everybody looked at me like I'm crazy. I cannot help this person. Same thing. I cannot help this person. He can say whatever he wants about me, this Bill guy. He can say whatever he wants about me. He can say the meanest, most heinous things and make it look super bad, but that's not what it was. No. He can flip he loves flipping the script a lot. And he's going to project all the time. And, I got kind of tired of that. I'm sorry things happened to you when you were little. That's not my cross to bear. That's yours. But in the same actuality, this person doesn't like women. He doesn't really. And in his mind, in his feeble mind, maybe alcoholic brain, whatever the fuck, it's the other person's fault. And then he plays victim all the time. I'm a victim. Motherfucker, no, you're not. Just like he explained the protective order. Now, I might end up posting why that protective order was put on me and then denied. It's gonna be fucking ass crazy. Crazy. Because it was my husband's mistress that went ballistic. Yes, girl, that is your texts to my husband before he died. Now that it's on social media, my Pinterest page, that's 3,000 people. Obviously, I was telling people from my Facebook to go to my Pinterest to post that because a lot of information on there. Should have put up a video, but I didn't. I should have just had a PowerPoint, but I didn't. But anyway, maybe I'll post it. Maybe I'll just read to you exactly word for word. The judge saw me in the morning. Let me tell you, the judge saw me in the morning. He smiled at me. He glanced at me. He knew exactly who I was. He knew exactly who I was. And he knew the backstory. Because I had an attorney. She didn't have an attorney. I had an attorney. And she wrote the judge a dumbass letter. She wrote my lawyer a dumbass letter. Let me tell you something. For there to be even a restraining order, somebody had to put their hands on someone. Somebody had to put their hands on someone on top of threatening someone. That's the only way a protective order would get approved. Stalking is not. None of that. None of that. For a protective order to be granted. Maybe a threat. Maybe like I'm going to shoot your house up or something like that. But that was never said. No, people don't like it when the truth is told. Just like Jesus, they don't like that. They will never like it. Especially if it's their own truth on a freaking messages. If I want to go way back with this person from work, this Bill guy, and I want to go way back, there is a conversation that really upset me about wanting information on someone, on a case that I put on somebody at work. That really scared me. Like, what the fuck? Now I know. How it's all connected. Even at work, it's all connected. And that's really this most shittiest thing. Because it happened to someone that didn't do anything. It happened to someone where what was happened to me was wrong. It was wrong. And this person thought it was right. If I can tell my practitioner, I will probably. I will. Just like in Shawshank, and they finally found someone that would get him out of jail and like clear his name, and they ended up killing him. And then you have to be at work because you've got a family too to take care of yourself and to take care of your son. And I mean, these people are disgusting. Let's just get greedy. You know? Yeah, and if it wasn't for that bitch G, I should have kept my money and said, hell, fuck no, I don't have it. But if it wasn't for her, I would never have gotten involved in that. But the other girl was telling her, do you have anybody else? Yeah. I had enough. God willing, release me, deliver me from all this bullshit. I'm glad I texted that guy that I didn't like what he sent me, and I let him know about it. And I said, look, I'm going to have to block some people. See, even this guy wants to date or go out or whatever. I'm not. Even another person at work wanted my number. Can't give it to you. I'm not. I'm not ready. I have this little bit of energy, and I've been sleeping pretty good lately. Resting. But it's this little bit of energy that's kind of rekindling in me is standing my ground, not only with my parents, but also with people around me. And I probably have to talk to Jamie and see if she's doing okay. And be a good friend, at least check up on her. But at this time, at this moment, it's this healing energy that just needs to grow. It just needs to grow. Nobody else can be around me at this moment. It's protective. Whatever it is that I have right now, I got to hang on to it. I got to hold on to this. I like the stuff in this movie when he's like, get busy living or get busy dying. And holding on to hope. When his friend was telling him, no, that's, don't. But he did anyway. And then he was talking about his friend like he had this invisible cloak that nobody could penetrate, that even the walls couldn't even penetrate. Just little things like that is just inspiring. And to believe in the words. To believe in the words. I don't know, I'm just babbling. But, to me, I have to fix what's been broken, and I have to understand why it was easily broken. To never have it break again, And even with people coming in your life and trying to fuck things up for you, I'm just telling you, do your spiritual baths, do your protection, whatever you got to do. All right? You do. And you're justified in doing what you have to do. You are justified. If you didn't do anything, you are justified in what you got to do. Whether it's blocking them, whether it's, telling that person, it was me that wrote that shit on you. I wrote that on you. But oh yeah, I forgive you. Really, I think only God can forgive. I mean, it's really... Forgiveness is a tough one for me. By God, it is. All right, guys, before it gets too long, it's already 19, almost 20. All right, guys, that's it.